watched my last video, I did a seafood mac and cheese. But guess what? I have a little bit left over. So what am I gonna do with it? Yes, today I'm gonna make deep fried seafood mac and cheese balls. So if I was you guys, I would not go anywhere. Now as you can see here, this is the leftover mac and cheese that we had on my last video. I had quite a bit left over. The family killed half of it. So I said to myself, what are we gonna do with this mac and cheese? You know, mac and cheese is so versatile and it's one of America's top comfort foods. You can deep fry it, you can bake it in the oven, you can cook it on top of the oven. There's so many different things you can do with it. But today we're gonna deep fry it. And it's real simple, guys. All you have to do is take the leftover cold mac and cheese, get you a scoop of any kind, all right? After you get a scoop of it, you take it, you put it in your hand. Now, make sure you got some soap and water because you're gonna get a little sticky. After you get it in your hand, you roll it around in flour. Now, you can season your flour. I put a little bit of salt and pepper in here, right? Then I go into my egg wash. This is just egg and milk that I beat together, okay? Roll it around in that. And then I'm going right into my breadcrumbs. Now, these are panko breadcrumbs. That's a Japanese style breadcrumbs that's very, very crispy. Okay, I recommend you use these, all right? And if you see here, I already have some made up for you guys. We're gonna deep fry. I'll do this one more time, real easy. And if you look, I use wet hand, dry hand. So I go, take a scoop. Now, remember guys, there's lobster in here, there's shrimp in here, and there's crab meat in here. All right, so we're gonna go back into the flour, right? To the flour, back into the egg wash, and then into the panko, and then we're gonna sit these right here. Now, today, to go along with this, I'm gonna make a white wine cream sauce. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of saffron to top it off. So after I get these all breaded up, meet me on the other side of the kitchen and we're gonna make that sauce for you guys. Don't go anywhere. So here I have some garlic and shallots I'm sauteing. I already added butter and I already added olive oil. And this is gonna be on the low heat. All right, you're gonna add that and then you're gonna add about a half cup of white wine, okay? You're gonna let that go for a little bit and we're gonna let this white wine reduce by half, okay? Wow. That smells so good. You can see the aroma coming off. Once that white wine reduced by half, I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of flour. Now, we're gonna cook this really well, maybe about 2 to 3 minutes because we don't want our sauce to taste like flour. We wanna make sure that flour taste is cooked out of this, all right? So, we're gonna add this, let that cook for a couple minutes. Make sure you have a nice and medium heat on here. See how that's clumping up? That's very good, okay? So next, we're gonna add our heavy cream. What I like to do is add a little bit first, and go in and smooth it all out, and then add the rest. And this is a pint of heavy cream, okay? See how that clumped up like that? Now I like to go back and add the rest of my heavy cream, just so it can be a nice, smooth sauce, okay? Now, I'm gonna bring my fire back up, or my temperature back up to high. I'm gonna let that come to a boil, and then once that happens, it's time to add my cheese. All right, so I have some Parmesan cheese. All right, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of that in there. Okay, then I have some fresh herbs. I have some fresh thyme, some basil, and some chopped parsley. I'm gonna add that in there. Mix that up real good. Okay, we are halfway there, guys. All right, we're gonna let that go. We're gonna let that simmer for about 3 minutes, and after 3 minutes, I'll show you guys the next step on it. Okay, so you can see our sauce is getting nice and thick right here. All right, the consistency I want. And now we're gonna season a little bit. So I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper in there, and maybe, that's probably a 1/4 teaspoon, and another 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then I'm gonna break out the secret ingredient. This is saffron, guys. This is one of the most expensive herbs in the world. All right. I'm gonna just add just a little 1/4 teaspoon because a little bit goes a long way with the saffron. All right, that's gonna make people say, what was that you put in that sauce? All right, we're gonna add a little bit of saffron in there. All right, the sauce is nice and thick. We're gonna lower our heat and we're gonna let that go. Now, like I said before, We're gonna let that come to its complete thickness. That's a beautiful sauce for those fried mac and cheese we're getting ready to eat. And if you guys meet me back over by the deep fryer, we're gonna fry these mac and cheese balls up. So we got our sauce ready. We got our mac and cheese ready. The deep fryer told me it's ready. Now we're gonna drop these in 325 degrees for about 4 to 6 minutes, or until they're golden brown and 150 degrees inside the center of the balls. All right, this is real easy. Just drop them in there like that, and it's going down. All right, we're gonna let that go for 3 minutes, guys. And when we come back, we're gonna plate this lovely fried seafood mac and cheese balls with a nice white wine saffron cheese cream sauce. I cannot wait, guys. All right, it's been 4 minutes. Let's pull these bad babies up. Wow. Now look how golden brown those are. They look so good. So anytime you pull something out of the fryer, you want to make sure you put it on a lined plate with paper towel or something that lets the grease drain. Also, if you look at these, you see the cheese starts to bubble out. That's how you know they're ready to go. They're nice and happy inside. Inside, they're dancing. They're ready to come out. All right, so this is how we're gonna plate this, all right? So we're gonna take our sauce, ready? And we're just gonna ladle a little bit on the bottom of the plate, okay? You can see the colors in there. You can see the saffron, the herbs, all right? Then we're just gonna take these balls and place them on the plate. I'm gonna take 4 balls, place them on the plate, all right? Real good. Then I'm just gonna take a little bit of cheese, okay? Sprinkle it on top just like that. Take a little bit of parsley, sprinkle it on top just like that, because these are some nice, beautiful mac and cheese balls. And then that saffron I told you guys about, you take a little bit of that and just sprinkle it over like that. And there you guys have it. This is Master King Chef J-Rod's fried seafood mac and cheese balls. Man, I cannot wait to get into this, guys. All right, it's time for the moment of truth. Fried seafood mac and cheese ball. Oh, look how beautiful that is, down the middle. And I'm gonna just go in here. Man, we have lobster in here, we have shrimp in here, we have crab meat in here. That is so rich and delicious. You get the crunch from that panko, and then you get all the seafood, the shrimp, the lobster, the crab meat. It is so moist and smooth. And then that sauce with the saffron and the cheese and the white wine, man, you talking about flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor. You guys already know, that is fire right there. That is straight fire. Remember, guys, always keep God first in your life and everything will fall into place. Thank you guys for watching. God bless.